Hey, welcome back to Jay's Recovery for part 2 of the story that hopefully you stuck around to hear for. Today's story is actually about two friends of mine that I met up in Missouri some years back, and it turns out that actually one of them I'd known since I was a teenager. It was just serendipitous on how that actually fell together. Well, long story short, I had moved up to Missouri back in 2015. I had really no idea what I was doing, what I was going to be doing, or where I was going to be, and I was scared. I had nothing going on. I didn't have a job. Didn't matter. But very quickly, not only did I get my first job, it was just something small. I was a head Pizza Hut cook. I mean, just nothing really major. And then it wasn't really paying too much, so I got my second job. And then just after I got my second job, I moved into the center of town, which we lived in a small rural town farm community, very small, maybe 5,000 or less. Excuse me. But and with that, I had been working those two jobs for about a week or two, and then I was getting burnt out. I couldn't do it. So I just one day just walked out of one of those jobs. Shouldn't have, but I did, and it was the best choice I could have ever made. That day, I went over just a few doors down to a restaurant called Thompson's Country Kitchen. It's in Odessa, Missouri. Look it up. It's great food, great service, as well as a great family to work for. Well, one of their cooks by the name of Memphis, he was one of the fry cooks, but he graduated to actually being one of the headline cooks as well. This is a man who knows no bounds on personality. I don't think I have ever seen him upset. I don't think I've ever seen him pissed off, and I'm not even sure if he's capable of being pissed off, really. He's literally just joy incarnate. I mean, he's one of those people that as soon as they walk into the room, it's amazing. He just lights up the room with his personality, the way he goofs around, jokes around, interacts with everyone. I don't think I've ever seen anyone just like him, let alone ever heard anyone say a bad thing. He is an amazing man, and he deserves for everything that has happened to him in the last couple of years. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to say, give him a shout out, because when I started at Thompson's, he was one of the first few people that I talked to, if not one of the only people I connected with. I was the wait staff, but he was kitchen, but yet we still worked. It was beautiful the way it worked. He'd yell across the restaurant, I'd know it, and we'd work. Well, with that grew a friendship as well as a gaming friendship, and there was one evening where a certain gentleman, to his name I won't disclose, he decided to get inebriated and tried to come through my front door, accusing me of stealing his glasses, of all things. Turns out he dropped them in my front yard because he had been over earlier that day. Well, he decided he was going to come through my front door and be quite violent about it. Well, at the time, I was playing Grand Theft Auto on PS3 with Memphis, and we were all partied up together. And as soon as he heard that there was a scuffle going on over that mic, and I was off and it went to mute because there I was attacked, he immediately dropped that controller, jumped in his car, and drove directly to my house. By the time he had gotten there, things had been handled. The cops were there. They were already putting this person in handcuffs. I was even out in the yard helping them look for his glasses, in fact. But I didn't even know that until the following day. So it's beautiful things like that that this man does, that it's just, that's the kind of friend and the kind of person you need. And the same goes for his wife as well. Her name is Jazzy. Absolutely beautiful personality, beautiful woman, and just these two are the salt of the earth of everything that is good in people. You can't say a bad thing ever. But with that, I also want to say congratulations, Memphis. You did something that I'm not sure anybody could discount that you would do, because once you set your mind to something, you get it done. You're literally the jack of all trades and master of pretty much most of them. But I want to say congratulations to my friend Memphis. I just found out today that he has been not 1, but 2 years sober off of a hard narcotic. I won't disclose which, but the fact is his life has turned around. He has gained weight, he looks healthy, his personality is always still going to be there. But I also want to say congratulations to both you and Memphis, or both Memphis and Jazzy, because they also have just had a baby girl recently, as well as getting ready to move into their brand new home. And they have if it wasn't for them, I don't know exactly where I would have been, because between the troubles that I was having with my life and my wife at the time, because we were going through a separation, Memphis and Jazz were there when I needed somebody to be there. We didn't always, hang out all the time. They'd come over and then I'd go over there, and then of course we all worked together because, well, Jazz worked there as well. So, but there was times where I don't think they realized it, that they may have potentially saved my life. And it wasn't until later on down the road that I realized that as well. And I want to thank you both, and congratulations not only on your 2 years of recovery. Keep going strong, because it's only going to get better from there, as you can tell. All good things have come to you, because just you're amazing people and you guys deserve it. Thank you, Jazzy, so much for also being a friend as well. You have always been there. You have always offered to help draw things or just be there as a friend. And congratulations. But that's it. I'm sure the story should have been probably longer, but I just wanted to say thank you guys. You guys don't realize it, but even still now, even though I'm in the South and you're still up north, I still consider you guys one of my closest friends. And even though we haven't really communicated a lot in the last couple of years, because I haven't been on social media and just things like that, and plus dealing with my own issues, it's always nice to be able to come back and realize that your friends, or your extended family, are still there. And again, congratulations, best of wishes. And with that, I just want to conclude this video. Thank you for tuning in to Jay's recovery. I really need to work on this whole writing and scripting, and just so I don't stutter through much. But hey, these are raw videos. Eventually I will get them cleaned up, edited out, and hopefully bring in a little bit more entertainment for you. But until then, you all have a wonderful day.